why is there a person in a place like this?
Excuse me, miss. I've been waiting here for a really long time. But my mommy still hasn't come. Oh, I miss my mommy so much, and I was hoping you could put me in that scarecrow like you did with Mr. Monster.
I'm sorry. Mama can't help you. Let's be off.
I'll grind them into dust. We won't wait.
That old man has been expelled from the story. I feel terrible, but there's nothing we can do for him. We must be careful not to end up lost like him.
I'll cut down everything in my way. Damn it!
I have visual confirmation on the target. Let's get after him!
More of you come to die?
It seemed like that old man knew about you and the monster. And he spoke like a child. I wonder what happened to him. This is the last part of the mechanical soldier's story. Let's see how the memory ends, shall we?
The escapees arrive at the town outside the castle, and find people in a panic over the impending war.
I'll grind them into dust. I've got enough death for everyone.
I have visual confirmation on the target. Let's get after him!
Somehow, the two managed to escape beyond the borders of the kingdom. Looking back on their former home, they each make an oath. The boy swears to travel the nation as its prince and bring an end to the war, while the man promises to guard the prince until his dying moment. Together, they will sever the marionette strings the kingdom has bound them to. With determination in their hearts, they take their first steps into the future.
They both fought. The boy for peace, and the machine for him. That must be how their memories were intertwined. This is the third fragment. Prayer. Of all emotions, I believe this one might be especially human. It is a heart that fills in the blanks of a vague future. Well, do you feel anything different? My, that's wonderful. Let's keep this up and get those fragments back. Then your wish can come true too. The cage feels quite different here. How lovely. I have something special for you that should serve as a nice change of pace. Once you're all refreshed, I know you'll find your second wind. Been awful and dusty for the most part, but the air here is nice and clear. Do you see that? The air is so clear here, fish even swim in it. That's actually quite odd now that I think about it. Looks like we found our first memory in this area. Oh my, this looks like a katana. Maybe we'll hear a story about a samurai. Let's have a look, shall we?
A man sits alone. Though he speaks, the target of his words is unseen. To this invisible listener, he offers praise for a task well handled. His eyes narrow. He hesitates. Then, his voice a rasp, he murmurs an instruction. On to the next. The target of his words is revealed behind the scrim of a dividing wall. She also sits alone. In her hand rests a small scroll adorned with a face. Slipping the scroll into the folds of her robe, she stands and makes her response. Understood. Thick clouds hang low against an ominous sky. The castle town bustles as people move to and fro. A family traveling the road catches her eye. The child smiles brightly, her eyes sparkling. The darkness of the woman's own life could never know such pleasant light. Brushing aside her melancholy, she makes to leave town. A sudden glimpse of silver catches the woman's eye as an assassin appears before her. A thin razor of a smile crosses her face. She knows this is exactly where she belongs. You should leave before I change my mind. I'll cut you down. She claims the assassin's life before body can meet Earth. In the silence that follows, she muses on her life. She walks a path of blood, a solitary path, far from family or comfort. Had she ever smiled as that child did? Could she? Such thoughts swirl in her mind as the woman considers a life she knows she will never have.
Well, it seems this tale involves a female assassin. I wonder what the secret to her strength is.
I'll grind him into dust.
I've got enough death for everyone.
More of you come to die?
Do they just want to slow our progress? Or is there some deeper goal? Sometimes I wonder what those dark foes are trying to accomplish.
I'll grind him into dust.
Take this!
I've got enough death for everyone.